Hey guys, still back up at the Conservation Districts of Iowa, meeting again here today in Des Moines. Just wanted to, I guess, kind of share some of my thoughts on some of the talks we had here early this morning, talking about changing practices and that kind of stuff to modify manure timing, get the cover crops tied in, monitor more water quality, implement that onto a test plant or onto a watershed kind of area, and be able to improve water quality and monitor our improvements to water quality, and showing that manure, a lot of manure going on, a lot of nutrients going on, of course, then on top of that, because guys aren't adjusting enough for all the nutrients that are in the manure, which it's important to make sure you get that tested. Test your manure and test your soil to make sure that you're optimizing what's in that manure and not wasting money on more fertilizer. So make sure you get that looked at and pull more soil samples before you apply synthetic fertilizer on top of where you already applied manure, causing a lot of water quality issues there. My biggest takeaway, I think, on research being done and what needs to be done and what needs to be implemented is, yeah, we probably need to reduce our rates of nutrients that we're putting on. We know we're putting on a lot. The biggest thing is we're not able to use it because we don't have the plant health, we don't have the micronutrients, we don't have the system working correctly in order to utilize all the nutrients that we're putting on. So we could use all those nutrients, we could produce a lot more bushels of crop, but we've got to improve our soil health, we've got to balance the system before we can actually utilize all those nutrients that we're putting on. My biggest takeaway and biggest thing that I think we can do is improve the timing of those applications. Looking at the changing timing, not necessarily the rates right now. It's cheap. I know it's the insurance policy for the most part to be able to go and put on those nutrients. So changing the timing. So if I've got a lot tied up in my cover crop, or based on my manure timing, or based on my fall or off-season applications of nutrients, adjusting the timing on what's actually sitting available right now. So if I had fall manure on, we need to be able to assess that to see what are the nutrients that are available to that crop, how deep are those nutrients placed in proximity to where that corn is going to actually be able to pull nutrients from, and adjust just modifying this 4 R's, on, okay, if the manure is placed off to the side or it's on an angle, okay, let's put on a little bit with the starter fertilizer, but I don't need a whole lot later with side dress because the corn roots are going to be able to get to all my manure. That's why at the early part of the year, if you have streaking from your manure going with the manure strips, you see that yellow and green streaking. That's all just carbon and nitrogen kind of issues. Some of the corn getting nitrogen, some of it not, and then it comes out of it because eventually those roots take up the entire area and are able to get all those nutrients. So we need to adjust for that. Look at what's in your soil. We've got the soil sampling tools to be able to do it now at scale, not expensive. You don't have to do the whole thing, just get a good idea of what's going on out there and adjust your nutrient plans accordingly. Save yourself some money. That's how we can improve water quality as well as we continue driving markets to be more sustainable and feed all the way into the consumer. They need a more sustainable crop. We need to be more profitable. We need to be more sustainable. Modifying your applications, fine-tuning, getting the timing piece, and adjusting those rates, more so adjusting the timing of when that nutrient is going on, help you to be more profitable in the short term, make a lot of long-term gains too. We can help you out. Let us know. Posting a lot more info about it too. Thanks.